Why does a taught transition look completely different from a chaotic one, even with the exact same group of students? So this video is about what a transition routine actually looks like once it's been taught and how it connects to everything else happening in your classroom. So let me tell you a story about a Friday morning that showed me this more clearly than anything else has. My class spent a half an hour with another grade 2 class, and we did this alternate Friday mornings, and we had STEM kits in our classroom, so when they came to our class, we pulled the STEM kits out. And when this other class arrived, my students had their STEM kits out, ready to go, but the visiting students didn't know our routines, they knew their routines. They hadn't built our type of community in the way that we had. So the moment they walked in, my own students stepped into a leadership role without me asking them to, and honestly, to some degree, without them even realizing that they'd done it. And here's what I noticed. I stood at the front and I raised my hand, which is our consistent signal for attention. My students responded quickly and quietly, and then their calm, their response time communicated something to the other students in the room without me saying a single word. They were carrying that energy. And then when it was cleanup time, I gave the signal, a different signal, and my students walked the visiting peers through exactly what came next with their words and with their actions. And of course, there was noise and they were chatting, but everything got cleaned up quickly and efficiently. The visiting students weren't behind. They weren't even poorly behaved. They simply hadn't been taught what mine had been taught consistently, repeatedly, over months. And that moment only existed because of the work that we did together before it. And that really is the purpose of a transition routine. Not control, not compliance, student independence, and a classroom that starts to run itself. Not because of luck, not because of a teacher's personality, not because it's Pinterest perfect, but because of work done that was before that moment. And it doesn't take months to get it established, but you will be revisiting it from time to time. This connects to more than one pillar of my Calm Classroom framework. It builds classroom community because students who move through transitions confidently become the reference point for classmates who are still finding their footing, and exactly like mine did that Friday morning. It supports executive functioning because working memory, inhibition, and attention shifting are practiced every time the routine runs, not just tested by it. And it protects you because a classroom that transitions predictably, easily, smoothly, isn't one where your energy is spent managing what the routine should already be taking care of in your classroom. It's running the students, and you can step back and do what you need to. A calm transition is evidence of work done before that moment. That's really the whole idea. And honestly, once it's built, the payoff shows up in places you don't expect. My students absolutely loved telling the sub what to do. So if you want the full system, the signal, the countdown, the explicit before, during, after teaching, and what to do when it's still not holding on, not working, my long form video walks through all of it. I'll link to it on the end screen, and then there's also a blog post that you can take a look at. I'm Marion from Engaging Curiosity. If this mini-series has been useful, head to the full video and I'll see you there. Meanwhile, I've got my free Calm Classroom Foundations guide in the description and in the pinned comment. So download that, and I'd love to see you, more of you soon. Bye for now.